federal government have announced today a new standard deduction for all Aussie workers to try and simplify lodging your tax return. So let's talk about this. Now, firstly, this is draft legislation, and you would remember this as a core election promise from last year's federal government election. Now, this will not start until next tax season. So it's not for this tax season from July 1. It'll be July 1, 2027 tax season. And now a $1,000 deduction, as great as it sounds, is not a $1,000 refund. You need to understand the difference. So if you're earning up to $45,000 and paying tax, you'd be looking at about a $160 refund. If you're earning over that, up to $135,000, you're going to get a $320 refund. So $1,000 does not mean $1,000 in your pocket. Now, the devil is always in the detail. So is this great tax reform or the bare minimum? The interesting thing is we've had a standardised minimum deduction of $300 since the mid-80s. It's crazy that it's been there for so long. And if you think about inflation, what $300 back then would be worth today, we'd be looking at between $900 and $1,000. Interestingly enough, back in 2013, Wayne Swan, the then Labor Federal Treasurer, all but put it into his budget to start in 2013. He was going to bring in a standard $500 deduction, and in 2014 onwards, it was going to be $1,000. So pretty much this is a bare minimum and long overdue, but we're going to take it anyway. Now, I just want to explain to you so you understand it's not all deductions. So you can't just claim all your deductions and $1,000. It's all in one or the other. But reading through that draft legislation, I did find a few key points. There are some items you can claim on top of the $1,000. This includes tax agent fees, union fees. It also includes donations as well, and income protection. So there is a little bit of leeway. This isn't going to be for everyone though. So if your employer pays for everything for you and you have very minimal deductions, this would be fantastic for you. But for the majority of people, so in the 2023 financial year, it's the last time we had details, like full details from the ATO, the average person was claiming $2,700 in deductions. So if you work from home, if you purchase equipment or tools, if you use your motor vehicle for work, this won't be for you. So as a reminder, make sure you keep all of your receipts regardless from July 1, so then you can opt in or out next year. You just don't want to leave yourself short. And the interesting thing will be whether we need to actually keep receipts, because the $300 we needed to be able to substantiate this time, and everything I see in the legislation says we don't. Interesting time ahead, and finally some good news for Aussie workers. Hit the follow button for more.